Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear Auntie Jamila, respected elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Last week, while thinking of a topic for my speech, I saw on the calendar that eid-ul-adha was very soon, and so I thought to write a speech on the topic of sacrifice. In the dictionary, sacrifice is defined as an act of slaughtering an animal or a person or surrendering a possession as an offering to God or to a divine or supernatural figure. Now, of course, this is true. Those points are all sacrifices. But sacrifice is not always large or extreme, as to kill a person as an offering. Sacrifice can be very small. For example, holding a door open for someone, or giving up your seat on a bus for an elderly person, or equally writing the speech instead of playing PS3. In all these cases, you are giving something up, say, for a higher good, such as time or relaxation, to do something that will help others. In my view, sacrifice is the act of giving something up in order to fulfill a higher purpose. For example, to give someone else happiness. There are many scenarios where sacrifice can be shown. So firstly, money. So if you're out one day shopping and faced with the first world problem of whether to buy a bag from Gucci or a bag from Versace, but you should stop and think that after buying this bag, will it truly make me happier? Or am I just buying it to impress others? Maybe you should get the same style of bag from Primark, and with all the money left over, maybe you should find it in your heart to give it to charity. In this case, you are sacrificing the delights of a bag from Gucci to a much greater cause of helping others. And believe me, it will definitely make you feel better. Secondly, time. You've probably been told copious amounts of times not to waste your time on Xbox or chatting on Facebook or watching TV. But why? Think to yourself, if I sit here watching useless daytime TV or completing a game for the third time, what if instead I revised for that chemistry test that I have next week? Or read a book which is going to increase my knowledge? Sacrificing your free time to work hard will help you later, for example, in getting that A star you've always wanted. Finally, sacrifice in relation to Islam. Looking at a relatable scenario for many of us, it's lunchtime on a Friday, and school friends are going to play football, or equally your work colleagues are going for a break and getting something to eat. But you remember it's Jummah and that you must say your Jummah prayers, and your heart sinks as you realise you'll get put in goal for being late. But then you realise that sacrificing football or sacrificing a break with your friends only brings you closer to Allah. And of course the story of Prophet Abraham. His sacrifice was the more traditional kind, linked to the actual definition of sacrifice. His belief in Allah was so great that he was ready to sacrifice his own son for Allah. And to remember Prophet Abraham's great act of self-sacrifice, every year on eid-ul-adha, an animal is slaughtered in respect. So let's pray that as we edge closer to eid-ul-adha, we remember the true essence of sacrifice, and we actively try to follow in the footsteps of Prophet Abraham, to try and be as self-sacrificial as possible, and increase our nearness to Allah. Thank you.
Jazakallah.